Hey guys, welcome to Guyvergamingtv. Today this is a review in progress of Farming Simulator 17. Yep, the new one is out, guys. And if you loved the old one, you're gonna love this one even more. Basically, what they have done is done a lot of work under the hood. Added a lot of nice tweaks and adjustments to the game, and come out with this gorgeous looking game. The graphics aren't massively different, but in my opinion the textures and stuff are a little bit higher resolution, so the tractors look a little more crisp and refined. If I keep zoomed on here, the hired worker is actually female on this one. As you see, you can have female characters now and again, which is cool because I thought because I'm a male character, so I thought all your hired workers were going to be male, but it's actually nice to see that they do change them. Another thing which is a little hard to see on this one is you actually have tyre deformation. So you'll see on this, let's just see if we leave the plough up, it pops it back again. Because a really nice little touch, it's nothing like major. You see there the tyres are just bouncing. I'll try and go to a different track so you can see it better. You can see there that the tyres are just deforming. You also have access to trains in this one, which I'll get to later on. This should be a good one to see the tyre deformation on. Now the flicking of the tyres there to clean, ignore that, just because I've just installed a mod for tyre dent and stuff, so that is why that is happening. So if I see, they've changed all the keys for this, so I need to remember. So you can see the tyres are just slightly deforming there. See, there's a good one. Which I think is a really nice little touch. I see a lot of these were mods apparently. I never did a lot of modding in the old farming sims. I've got a lot of mods for this, but they're all Giants official ones that I've downloaded at the minute. I did have one or two in the old farming simulator, like the odd truck and that. But Giant seems to have took a lot of the mods that were really popular and gone, right, well, we're going to stick these in straight away. Though a lot of them are in the mod section for Giants, just because of the console versions or something. They've basically given you like the game as the consoles would get it, and then everything that they wanted to put in the game is just there as a download, so you can just get it all down by the look of it. So another one is your beacons. You now actually have full working beacons, so it does have the proper lighting effects, so it reflects off everything that you drive around, which I really like. And another cool thing is, when you get out of your vehicles, it doesn't turn the engine off or lights off anymore. So if you have that on, and let me find the lights in a minute, the lights, you can knock the engine off, and all your lighting and stuff will actually stay on as well. So that's really handy for, say, if you're doing forestry work and you're in and out of your truck, you know, chopping trees down or something like that. You can have your headlights on you all the time, so you know, you can see what you're doing, because sometimes the wee torch is a bit naff if you're working at night. So I'm really liking that. Plus, if you put the beacons on your workers whenever they're doing stuff for you, excuse me, they stay on as well. They used to go off in the old one. So, all in all, this is actually the US version map I'm playing, and it is a gorgeous map. As you can see there's some massive fields. When you start the game, you start with 12, 14 and 15, is that one there? And it's a good size to get you going. This one is my play normally muck around one, so it's on easy at the minute. I am going to start a series that'll be on normal, which I'll be starting hopefully today if I have the time. If not, it'll be sometime this week. So keep an eye out for that, guys. It's my first Let's Play. Hopefully you'll enjoy it, because I do like Farming Sim. I have loads of other games to play and review and whatnot, so I don't know how often it's going to be, but I'll explain all that jazz in the actual proper video. So, as you see on the map, you have little blue marks, right? Now, you can hire workers, yeah, we all know that from the normal game. But now, the world is actually populated with other farmers. So, there's NPC farmers on these other fields that you don't own. So, if I hop into my way pickup, which is another new one, guys, as you see, it is not anymore a stupid lowered pickup truck. It's a proper farming truck. Bit of a mix between old Ford and maybe a Chevy or something. Bit like that, but it is cool. So if we go over here, say to this farm here, I'll park my car up, knock the engine off, I go over here. You get these, you'll recognise these, buying the farm, right? Well, this time they actually give you missions to do. So you hire workers, right? You can hire an NPC. Now an NPC can hire you. So you become a hired worker. How cool is that? So every time you do a mission, you'll get money for it. You'll get a time bonus, so it gives you 5 minutes 50 for this one. So you got 5 minutes basically to rattle it off. If you don't, you don't get any money. But if you do that in say like 3 minutes, you know, you don't hang around, you pull your finger out, you'll get a time bonus, which will add you maybe another few hundred quid or a couple of grand. So that's, I actually really like that. Plus, as you see there, you're getting a thumbs up thing. So that's how much you've helped the worker, the farm owner, sorry, and how much he likes you. So if he thinks you're a decent dude, you know, he thinks you're a really helpful guy, you're a nice farmer, he'll actually reduce the price of his farm for you. So say you get all the way up top green, that might go down by $1,000, I don't know yet because I haven't done enough work for anybody, but that'll reduce the price of the land, which is pretty cool if you are a little bit skint and you want to buy the land. So sometimes, yeah, if you come out and come back in again, it'll actually change the equipment. So if you go, yeah, don't want to use that gear, come out, back in, and it'll change it again. I think that's probably what we had last time, is it? Yeah, so it'll just keep changing the equipment, which is pretty cool as well. So, yeah, NPCs can now hire you as a farmer. The full day weather, day and night cycle and weather and all that still in it, looks class. One of the mods that I've put in gives you a little bit more realistic traction and stuff with the rain and stuff, so your tyres will sink a bit more and you'll have less grip or more grip and all that sort of stuff. Only just installed it, haven't tried it yet, but I've heard they're pretty good. All your modders are out there. GPS mod has apparently come out in the last couple of days, so I would like that, because if you are, say, weeding, because you have to weed in this one, or spraying, it's really hard to see where you're up to in this, especially if you're on hard and money's tight. You don't want to be wasting product. So the GPS mod I might get and give that a whirl, because it actually does look pretty cool anyways. And let's face it, pretty much every farmer on the planet uses GPS these days, because it ups your productivity, lessens your costs, so you know it's only logical. So I might actually get that one as well. I think my mate Ramp Mark 4, who, if some of you are watching this, probably know because he's a big farming simulator guy, I think he was looking at it. So hopefully he's found out about it. I'll tell him or after this video about it. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it now. There are new products in as well this time, which I think is sunflowers and soybeans, I think, are the new ones. I haven't got any of them yet, and I'm gonna do some soybeans on these 2 fields here. But all your usual menu stuff is here. They're doing a crap job of that, I feel, don't they? You know, you can turn things on and off. And your fruit types, obviously you can turn these on and off depending on what you're looking for. So that's quite handy. Obviously you've got your farms here. Click on it and visit, so you can zoom straight there. So that's pretty cool as well. The one thing it doesn't show you is where you flog your eggs. Now, there is apparently one down here in between 29 and 30. There's a wee place down there that'll buy your eggs. That's the only one I know of so far. There's probably some in the town somewhere, and maybe out here in the arsehole of nowhere there might be a few. But that is one that I have seen on somebody else's video, not mine, somebody else's. But no, you've got your biogas plant and all that. Your animal farms are actually pretty cool. We'll go and visit. Let's go visit the pigs. So obviously now you have to transport your own animals, so you need vehicles for that. Also, you have these proper pig farms, don't now? So you know, you've got to put your feed in there. I think here's where you dump your animals. Here's for your silage and whatnot. You know, it's a lot more involved in your animal stuff now, which is cool, because before they didn't really do much. You dump them in, you put some food in that, and that was your lot. But now they take a lot more work, which is cool. And down here you will see in the knowledge thing here all about it. So there's also quite helpful thing for your animals here. So you see what animals you've got: sheep, pigs, cows. And down here is quite handy. It tells you what they need. So the food mixture tells you what it is, and that's actually really handy. So your sheep is the less hassle. They just take 100% grass, hay or grass. Pigs are quite a bit of work, and then your cows as well. So that's pretty cool. And while we're here, the new menus are actually really nice. You've got your money here borrow. Obviously I haven't borrowed much because it's only a muckabout map that I started on. All your finances, so how much everything costs, prices of all your things. Now, as you see there, Maplefield Mill is train only. You cannot drop it in by trailer. I made that mistake, and I had to go around and fill the flipping thing up with the train because it was giving me a lot of money for whatever I was getting rid of at the time. I think it was maybe canola. Fill the train up and then go around and dump it that way. And then the usual stuff on your normal map as well. Now on mine, you see you can plough and fertilise. Now you can have it set so you have to fertilise 3 times and ploughing required periodically. This gets you your higher yield, so it's a little better like that. You know, gives you a bit more involvement, a bit more realism, I suppose. Also, your seeds in that are now different as well. I'll try and jump across to something that's near where I want to go. Oops, I'm in the way. So your seeds in that are not in bags or anything like that, they're on pallets. So you can go and buy the pallets and, you know, put them on a trailer or any of that jazz. So here's your pallets for your fertilizer, your seeds and all that sort of stuff, which is pretty cool. I like that. So you can have a trailer with them parked up somewhere, fill up that way. So I actually have it turned off, just due to the fact that it was a little easier having them, you know, having your hired workers buy it for you. Plus it's using money that you don't really need to use. You know, you've got your stuff here, just buy it when you run out. I don't think there's a way of telling how much there is in it in a minute, but yeah, that's it. And obviously, as you noticed there, you can now pick stuff up. Let's pick something up. I'm going to be able to pop that now. See? So you can pick up inanimate objects, move them around, and then drop them again. Which I suppose is alright if you want to set up a scene or, you know, anything like that. This is your little farmhouse. The shops are the same setup as always. There are a few new things. Obviously you have your placeables. You can now have your water towers. Your vehicle workshops is where you can customize your vehicles. So change the colour, you can change the wheels to the narrow ones or the thick ones, because obviously all that now matters a bit more. You can also put like the fork brackets on the front of tractors and things, and modify them that way. So that's pretty cool. And you've got your heating plant, which produces heat and earns you cash. A new big ass wood chipper, silos, hay lofts, and then you've got your vehicle storage as well. I believe some of these actually have light switches in them as well to turn on and off. And then you've got just viewable stuff, trees, and some of the extras that I added on. I believe these mods here are the ones with the light switches. Again, Ramp Mod 4 was messing with them the other day, and so you can actually go in and turn the light switches on and off. Beautiful little touch. So here again is your pallets for all your needs, and on this one you can do popular saplings in pallets and like that one. So again, that's pretty cool. So you've got all your stuff needed there, and this is a new one. Belt system. Tip anywhere is in this one, guys. You can tip your shit wherever you want. So you can tip like a lot of hay. Say you're miles away from anywhere, you don't have a hay shed or anything like that, and you have animals down there or something, you can just tip it at the side of a nice pile, and then if required, collect it up. Or if you got beans or spuds and all like that and you need to tip it somewhere for some reason, there is now a belt system in game for picking this stuff up, which is actually really cool. I have to admit, I do really like that. That is pretty sweet. And then you can buy a placeable shed and just tip your stuff in there, which is cool. Skid steer loaders are a little bit different to JCB ones now. There's a forestry version, which I really want. It looks cool. And a load of more additional stuff you can add on, like these tree cutters here, new stump grinders, another tree cutter. So they have added a good few new things. Like you've got these levelers now for flattening down your chaff and silage and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. Instead of you driving back and forward over it all the time with your tractor, which was a little bit weird, but you know, really cool. And then obviously you've got your new weeders here. Again, this helps you get first a good grow. It can only be used on the first growing stage of crops, according to this. I haven't looked into these yet, but you know, this helps you get a better yield once again. I think you can get like 90% if you do everything. Apparently everything adds like 20% or something, so if you spray it a few times, and if you, I think 3 times you're supposed to be able to spray it, you know, to fertilise. Well, fertilise 3 times, let's put it that way. And you weed it at the beginning, you've ploughed the field, you know, everything's adds up to be really good. And you've got a few more lorries in this one as well to pick from. Again, as you see, this is all the customization stuff. Wide tyres, your rim colour, main colour. Attachers, I don't know what that is. For a lorry anyways, but I'll show you the tractor stuff. Let's just go, pick one, T6. So there you go, you can add your front loader, you can even change engine setups, so you can get bigger engines, and your wheel setups are, you can go for narrow tire, yeah, I cannot speak today guys, cannot speak. Standard and narrow tyres. You can also lease your stuff, not looked into that yet. Apparently it can be expensive, but if you're playing at real time, then it's not too bad because you can get a lot done. And you know, I'll let you guys go through the all the rest of the stuff yourself on there, because there's a lot to go through. But it is really cool. You know, you got your bigger, cooler truck now. And sorry for the sound of a wagon outside. It's probably a tractor going by. And your miscellaneous stuff there as well. So yeah, there's a lot more stuff, which I'm really liking. You see, I've added a few more mods in here as well, but I'm really liking it, guys. You can also see from the map here, you see needs ploughing, fertilizing. So again, adds yield to it, so you get more crop. So if you want to make the cash, you gotta get that stuff in there. Other additions to the game I really like is the sound effects. They've done really well with the sound. You might not be able to hear it in this video, but you can hear the tyres on the gravel, little creaks of the brakes and things like that. You see that the tyres are getting dirtier before the truck, so it's a little bit more realistic visual wise with the mod that I put on there. But the sound effects are really nice as always, but it's just the little touches that enhance it, like the gravel and the dirt and the grass and that sort of stuff. See, if you drive on the grass, you can hear you going through it. Back on gravel again. So little touches like that are really nice. Now, I would put the crop destruction one in, but it's a little bit buggy at the minute, so I've not bothered with that one yet. I might not, to be honest, I don't know, because my driving's terrible to start with. But again, the interiors of the vehicles are really nice as always. This one is quite handy, because you can lower the tailgate and actually put stuff in there, so you can put bits of wood in there and stuff that you want to sell or chip, because obviously now you can pick things up. And there's a tow one on the back as well to drag stuff around, so that is pretty handy. So as you see, the usual forestry stuff. This might be a good time to show you the beacons, because it's getting a bit darker. So as you see there, the beacons will now bounce off everything, which is pretty cool. So yeah, forestry's in. It seems okay so far. I haven't had any buggy trees. I haven't had any weird glitches or anything like that. Haven't tried the wood chipping yet. That was a massive problem in the last farming simulator, because the wood chipper just would not take the frigging wood properly. But there's a lot more types of wood chipping now. If we go into the forestry equipment, as you see, there's a lot more forestry equipment. The DFM stuff is new, and you've got a tiny wood chipper here, as well as these big beasts now. So there's a lot more wood chipping to be done, and again, you can attach the belt system to this sort of stuff. And I've got one of the iron mods in there as well. But yeah, there's a lot, even a little smaller logging truck now that comes before the big ass Scorpion King. So if you want to get into logging for a little bit cheaper, you can buy this little beastie here, which I might get eventually, because I like my logging. Something good to do, when your fields are growing. But obviously with the new missions, there's a lot more to do. So yeah, absolutely gorgeous map as well, guys, by the way. See, this tractor's getting filthy. Again, all the same stuff's in there as before. You can clean the tractors, you can they still get dirty the same as the old ones, which is cool. And as you see there, the tyres are sinking in a bit more, and there's a wee bit of wheel slip on there, so that's pretty cool. The mod's working nicely. And again, official Giants mods only at this moment in time, so adds a bit more realism, I think. I think what's done it is the fact that Cattling Crops was announced and is coming out, so I think he's lit a fire up the backside to actually start improving a lot more, adding a lot more, and paying attention to what people are doing for the mods, and going, right, well, we'll chuck that in, and then they might be able to enhance the game even more with more mods. So I think that was the main reason in that. Some of the modders out there that were popular that guys loved the mods, I've been hearing might not be coming out because we're actually working for Catlin Crops now and doing stuff for them. So, you know, some of you guys might not see the mods that you loved, but there's still a lot of good modders out there from what I can see, and some cool stuff still coming out. So, as I say, a lot of tweaks under the hood. Graphics wise are tweaked slightly, but I think the main enhancements in this game is the finer details. It's refining stuff, so the sound effects, the playability, the way money's spent, the way the economy works, the way the animals are and stuff. It's a lot of refinements, nothing massive changes. But you know, a lot of things on the hub which just makes it a better game. Some of the keyboard commands have been changed, so you know, you keep accidentally detaching your vehicle, your trailers and stuff when you're supposed to be emptying them, things like that. You can now select which way your trailers tip and things like that. So yeah, a lot of cool stuff has been added, guys. As I say, it's a review in progress. There will be another one when I've played a bit more, and the Wii Let's Play series will start soon as well. So I think I've pretty much had a quick cover through most of that. So guys, if you like what you see, please give us a thumbs up down below. If you enjoyed the content, please put a comment down below if you have any questions or queries. You know the score, guys. Check out all my other social media events and outlets. There is updates coming fairly regular now. Cause always like to do that while I'm at work and stuff like that. So I can give you updates on my new setup at the girlfriend's house. There will be a video of that coming soonish. Still a few little things that I need to get done. Some more shelving, get the TV on the wall and things like that, but it's all coming together nicely. So again, guys, thank you for watching, and happy farming.